What is going on, everyone? My name's Boyt and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action, spawning in the top of the map in the red color, playing as Odin. His name is GrandMonster. His opponent today in the blue color, his name is I Kill You Die, and he's playing Isis. The map is Anatolia. This is game number 3 in this best of 3 series. 1-1, both players taking very, very good games against each other here so far. And we're moving into the final game, which was selected randomly. But not neither player selected. So it's selected randomly by a little program that the great Chrono JJ decided to use, and we came up with these games for everyone to play in game number 3, so there's no bias there. Everyone knows which game they're going into at the start of the week or at the start of the schedule. They can all see it, so they can prepare strategies for it. And we are seeing GrandMonster sticking with his Odin. You're going to be playing Odin till the day he dies. Very happy with his Odin on the Titans here. He is a Nilla player. I probably mentioned this a million times, but did grow up in on the Nilla game. Can play every god on Nilla very, very well. Very strong player over there, but for some reason has decided on the Titans to just stick with Odin instead of playing all the gods on the Titans. Obviously, just it's a little bit harder to learn the entire game straight away. So while he's picking up the Titans and trying to perform well, just going with one god. Learning 12 matchups is a bit easier than learning like the 144 matchups or whatever it is. So that's a thing. It's probably not 144, is it? Maybe it is. I don't know. Whatever. Probably a little bit less. And here's an interesting build order from I Kill You Die. He's not actually built the granary here. He went and he built this lumber camp first with the Pharaoh, and then he's eating goats straight away on Anatolia here. I actually really like this. I might steal this. Seems good. And his fishing ship are already pumping out nice and fast. He would have got an early third fishing ship as well because he got such an early lumber camp up with the first initial villager. Kill You Die, throwing down his second dock as well. Anatolia, definitely known as the Isis map. Everybody loves to play Isis on Anatolia because of how strong Isis's mid-game power spike is with Ancestor's Eclipse. The fact that there's 2 gold mines means you can't gold starve or punish Isis. I Kill You Die making a small mistake here. You want to be grabbing your forward gold mine first, 100% of the time, every single time, against anybody with any god on Anatolia. This back gold mine, you want to save it so that if you get attacked, you can move onto it and not have any problems. Get a little bit more gold there. Now, if he gets attacked early and he loses this tower, then this gold mine is now not an option for him to grab. So just a little bit of stuff there, a little bit of things, and GrandMonster going to be fishing up these 9 fish before starting to build fishing ships over on the top side of the map here as well. So nice play from GrandMonster, getting both of those docks up, moving forward with his Ulfsark, throwing a temple down nice and forward here. He was going to attempt to prevent I Kill You Die from getting a dock on this side. There's a lot of options that Odin can have to do so. Build some Ulfsark in the Archaic Age, get some Hersa out of this temple and send him forward nice and fast. We see the villager already moving over here, so looks like it's not going to be able to prevent at least one dock, but he may be able to kill it all down with a fast Heimdall attack. Now, in Villaby Balance Patch 4.0, if you go through Heimdall and use Undermine, you can use Undermine on a dock. I'm not exactly sure how much damage it does. Let me see if I can see it quickly. Does 630 damage, I want to say. That's 1300 to Fortress, but I think it does extra damage to Fortress and Towers. I think it'll do about 1300 to a dock, so almost, or 600 damage to a dock, so it's almost does half the damage on the dock. So you can pick it off fairly easily with an Einherjar plus 2 Hersa or 3 Hersa to finish it off nice and fast if you want to rush that one down. And then obviously if you kill off the docks, then you prevent any sort of Well, you pick 9 fish, and you get 9 fish for yourself. But Freya is the god of choice for GrandMonster, so just ignore everything I've said. Villager's going to pop back into the town center and then come over onto the wood line here. It does have 6 villagers on gold, which is a little bit interesting. It's going to allow him to get an early purse scene, which is a thing, but I'm not sure if he should have. Probably have a lot of gold weight like in his bank here. Is he gonna make it some Hersa? Yes, Hersa are getting made. Priest still scouting around finding more goats. Second dock now coming up for I Kill You Die. Had GrandMonster gone a bit faster in the classical age, he could have prevented this, and so he's building this dock up. No problems though. He's going to be playing a little bit more standard here than aggressively rushing it. We will be seeing Bast coming through for I Kill You Die. No surprises there. Sometimes we see Anubis here for ISIS players. It's not bad. You basically guarantee that you can defend one side of the water because you put the snakes down, build a couple of archer ships. You have the dock fire plus the snakes plus the archer ships. You can defend nice and easily. Then you get the Anubite to run around and harass the opponent's economy here. If you get up a monument as well nice and early, you can get 2 Anubites out. You can sort of do it with the Sphinx, but it's just a little bit slower. It doesn't do as much damage. You can't jump in and out. We do see the Ulfsark has spotted this priest, going to be picking it off. The armory going down instantly for GrandMonster. I'm saying interesting. Very interesting. Did I Kill You Die spot this? He did spot the armory going up, so he's going to know that a fast heroic is coming for GrandMonster here. The question is going to be, what is GrandMonster doing with it? Because he's going to get a free Kraken out, which is crazy good unit. But he's also going to get a free Mountain Giant plus Walking Woods. Because his guarantee is going Yord here. There it is. Already clicked up. Very fast heroic age here. The Valkyrie chasing down this this Sphinx here. And I'm pretty sure it's a pretty close fight, but I think the Valkyrie does win it. Has a little bit more hack armor and has a little bit more HP. It's actually not that close of a fight. The special does a little bit more damage. So yeah, it's a close fight. I tell a lie. So 80 HP left on that one, but the Sphinx does get picked off. Now Ulfsark getting built. We do see a mining camp coming up for I Kill You Die. His fishing ship have been put into his docks now. He's got 4 fishing ship. He's lost 3 fishing ship there. Probably shouldn't have lost any, but he did lose 3. Now we see some fish coming up now. The Kraken will spawn on this side of the map. And we do see the Ulfsark coming down, going to be picking off villagers over here before going to the docks. The free Mountain Giant will spawn out here, and he'll be able to cast Walking Woods over here and take down both of these dock very, very fast here, if that's what he wants to go for. And that's going to be huge for him. Throwing down houses as well. There's the Kraken spawning straight here. There's the Walking Woods to help out to take this down. He may have to build a siege ship or something like that. Gets his 5 Walking Pines. I think you get 6 normally. I think he didn't cast this quite correctly. Six trees. Didn't quite cast it correctly. I thought it was a bit small. Mountain Giant comes in, finishes off this dock. 3 cabinets here picking off these trees. GrandMonster needs to come over and pick this one off as well. We do see a dragon ship coming in now as GrandMonster's grabbing his town center as well. The Kraken comes out. A couple of dragon ships already out for GrandMonster. Going to be able to pick off these cabinets very fast. Does very slow damage, but can one-hit these units. So you have to be super careful and be aware of the special attack. Otherwise, you'll basically pick off half HP like that very slowly and then special attack to pick off an almost dead ship there. It's almost better to just run the Kraken down here and raid the fishing ships as the special attack comes up. And now the other dock getting picked off here. These Walking Woods slowly but surely going down. And the one dragon ship coming in to try and deal with 6 of these cabinets here. May need another one. He does build a second one there, so he should be able to sort of deal with this here as the next dock gets picked off as well. We'll see where he wants to go. A couple of priests have been built though for I Kill You Die to come over and pick off these units here. Now 2 town centers for GrandMonster. He's going to be feeling very, very strong, but I Kill You Die hits the heroic age through Nephthys. And the Mountain Giant going to be retreating, the units retreating. But the Ulfsar coming, going to try and snipe this. Does he have Lone Wanderer? No Lone Wanderer. So not able to chase this one down here. 3 dragon ships against 4 cabinets. The dragon ships will win so long as they attack the cabinets. You have to attack the cabinets. It's no micro from Arculidae, that is. You can micro this though. If he's attacking one, you just run it back and forth and there's nothing you can kind of do. We do see the Scorpion Man is here to pick these guys off. Arculidae going to be throwing up his big dog stronghold here. Sort of being relegated to his base at this point, but the Ulfsar here getting thrown away a little bit by the Scorpion Man. A bit of a misplay there. Hillfort now coming up for GrandMonster. He needs to get out those Jarls to deal with the Ancestors Eclipse. And we do see some hammer ships coming, or ramming galley, I should say, coming in to take down the dragon ships and clean up this side of the water. So it will be 1 spot of water apiece here. The fishing ships all going to get picked off by the dragon ships, and then GrandMonster's going to fish that one up. We do see him throwing down a forward dock now. And yeah, and we'll be moving on here. Priest back in here yet again. Still no Funeralites, no Hands of the Pharaoh, but still going to be a slow process to take it down. And the Mountain Giant coming back over. No units to pick off the priests just yet. And the dragon ships are going to be cleaning up these fishing ships slowly but surely. They can just run away. Yeah, you need some archer ships to actually... Well, I tell a lie. I thought they would be able to dodge them, but they're obviously a little bit too slow. And they will take some damage, but only some damage. And he has to chase them down, but that's fine. Smart play by Arculidae to try and delay this as much as you possibly can. But 5 fishing ship for 3 dragon ship. It's about the same population. 1 population less. And he will be chasing them down. We see the villagers moving forward. Got some War Elephant coming out for Arculidae. So he's going for a timing here. Building War Elephant early. They do bonus damage against buildings, 200%. So he can use those to take down the town center instead of making siege towers, which is fairly standard. Do we see Sultan 4? I was like, do we see Sultan 4? It hasn't even gotten Persine yet. That's a big technology to be missing there. Boatsword coming through for Arculidae. We do see Persine for GrandMonster. You should be thinking about Sultan 4 as soon as you possibly can. Random cabinet chilling here as well. Dragon ships need to come over here. We do see a dock coming up as well for Arculidae on this side of the map. Very smart play there to try and to do that one, but the dragon ships are incoming. And with 5 fishing ships, this dock goes up fairly fast. Normally the fishing ships build incredibly slowly. You see 107 seconds to build up a dock, but with 5 of them, it's much faster. But the dragon ship should come in and pick these off relatively easily. Now we do see Chariot Archers looking for some raids here, and a second hill fort coming up. And one thing that GrandMonster's got going for him in this game is going to be he's in Njord. Those Jarl can get Ring Giver. Pretty sure he hasn't got it just yet. It's very expensive technology. We do see the dragon ships trying to snipe these fishing ships down as fast as he possibly can. Nice micro here to delay them, or not actually micro, just standard shenanigans here. And the dragon ship's not going to take it down. They need to kill off the fishing ships. It's going to be really close here. You should be able to pick him off. Oh, he's not microing. Oh dearie me. Forest Fire coming down over here, trying to pick off some of these Chariot Archers. He actually will pick off one of them, or almost one of them. 6 HP. Gets away. And this dock is up, and he's going to be making some ramming galleys here to hurt GrandMonster quite significantly here. The house on top of this settlement will show GrandMonster that the town center is getting up. And we do see some Drakars coming out now for GrandMonster. Going to be retreating those dragon ships, and this is just a pain. And indeed a pain. There's the Ancestors Eclipse coming down. There's really not enough units here to defend against this, but there's no siege towers. There's not enough War Elephants for Arculidae to make that much use out of this. He may be able to take down the town center, but Balder is on its way here in this town center. Oh, this is going to be close. 50%. He's got 9 minions or 11 minions to take this down, plus the War Elephant. We will be seeing the Jarls coming in to try and take down these minions as well. And GrandMonster knows he's made a mistake right now. Going up through Balder on this town center here. So we'll see if he can get it up or get it down in time. He's going to be very, very close to the Jarls. On top of these minions targeting this town center down, it's almost as if Arculidae knows how important this town center is. 700 HP, 600, 500 HP. War Elephant doing so much damage. 80% onto Balder here, and it's going to be stopped. Oh, it's so close to Ulfsark preparing it, and the town center goes down. No Ragnarok here. See an immediately researching Balder on the other town center, but that Ragnarok would have been huge here if it was cast right now, which is when it would have been cast. You can see that I Kill You Die has got 125 population, a lot of food in the bank. No Mythic Age just yet, but the Mythic Age will be incoming fairly soon as the Chariot Archer is getting pushed back, and GrandMonster now a minute and a half away from Balder getting that town center back instantly as I Kill You Die has picked it off, and he has no idea how lucky he is right now that he's managed to stop that Balder there, and GrandMonster just making that key mistake. We'll see if it matters or not here. Villagers in the front of this base here, grabbing gold here. There's no trade route set up just yet, but the market is up. He's throwing up some docks as well as the fishing ship getting pulled back into their docks. GrandMonster sort of crumbling on the navy over here as he's pushing forward. This is really important for I Kill You Die to pick off. It's vitally important for him to pick off this fish, because this is the economic recovery for a Ragnarok, an early Ragnarok like this, which is what GrandMonster is doing. It's very, very bad economy. So if this Ragnarok doesn't win the game, those fishing ships getting picked off means that the recovery is going to be very, very slow. GrandMonster still putting pressure over here, trying to pick off the mining camp of all things, pretending as if these villages are Norse villages and that's an ox cart there. It's not that much value to pick that mining camp off. It gets rebuilt very, very fast, and there's the Balder for GrandMonster. Fire Giant coming out. Town center almost back up. We do have a Ulfsark on that back town center over there, not casting it straight away. GrandMonster waiting a little bit. He's got very low on the population, only 112 population. And what are we seeing in terms of tech here? We've got Masons coming up for I Kill You Die. GrandMonster gets his settlement, not going for a third town center just yet. No bat, or a couple of bats going up, so he's going to be attempting to start building those axemen out that are very, very important for himself there. And more units pumping out for GrandMonster. He's kind of struggling to find the gold at this point, making some Ox Caravan. You do need to get a good amount of these Ox Caravan out, and we do see it's 5 at this point, so he's trying to get up to about 7 to 10 just so he can transition into Fire Giant spam. Afterwards, we do see the Chariot Archers looking for some raids right now. This is going to force out the Ragnarok here as soon as these guys get on 20 villages here. And we do see the Fire Giant moving forward here, going to be attempting to push off this gold mine as I Kill You Die coming around the back here. Do we see Osiris is on the way right now, but this is not a Ra Osiris, not a Horus Osiris, so no real threat to the with the rock micro there, so don't have to worry about that one. But does pick off the Pharaoh here. Will it matter? It's going to matter a little bit because this Osiris, it's not going to matter because the Osiris has been slowed down by the villager getting created there. That's funny. So the Pharaoh will be respawned. I think it's only a minute it takes to respawn. And GrandMonster not going for the Ragnarok just yet. There's still 2,000 gold left in this gold mine. And he can very easily take this town center down without anything here. And I love the delay here because it's forced I Kill You Die to spend all of these resources on Axemen here. And what you probably should be doing now, once you've shown that you have Ragnarok, is replace all of these infantry units with cavalry units to pick off the axemen that are about to come out. Will be very, very key, and definitely try and take down this town center before, or I mean, it doesn't matter. You can pick it off at any point, but have enough resources to rebuild that town center. Make sure you get 4 town centers advantage here. As I Kill You Die is trying to get his 3rd town center up in the back. Osiris is just about to come out for himself, and I may have been wrong about how long it takes the Pharaoh to spawn here. I may have been wrong indeed. So he has to wait on that one. We do see these units are taking down the town center here. The Axeman coming out. There is a mummy that can take down the Fire Giant very, very easily, and I Kill You Die is about to lose his town center that has architects, no fortified town centers to speak of. It is on its way though. We are seeing Iron Mail, or Bronze Mail coming out, not Iron Mail. Heavy infantry coming through for GrandMonster. Bronze shields coming through as well. I Kill You Die casts his Son of Osiris as his Pharaoh comes out. He has that one to help push back against GrandMonster. He's going up to 4 town centers here. I love the delayed Ragnarok here, but I do not love these Huskarl. Just make those raiding cavalry. Or Jarl. Jarl would be perfect as well. Jarl would be... He's got 3 hill forts now, so they should all be producing Jarl at this point. No Huskarl. Because you get all of those heroes of Ragnarok to deal with anything else that's not Axemen. But these Huskarl are just going to get chewed up. They do nothing against the Axemen at all. And now if we check out the population, it's 176 pop for GrandMonster. 146 for I Kill You Die. And minion gets picked off. Not sure what it killed there. Hillfort going up another one. And it's looking like GrandMonster might not even need to cast Ragnarok at this point to push forward. If you can get those Jarls onto the Mummy, which is going for, the Mummy has managed to click onto the Fire Giant there, picks it off, but we'll kill that Mummy before continuing forward. Son of Osiris retreating away here. We do see the the catapult starting to get built for I Kill You Die, but I'm not sure what his aim is here. It's looking like GrandMonster is just more than happy to just not rag here and just force I Kill You Die into a really rough spot. He's spamming out those camel caravans, and he's able to just push forward without the rag here. Fire Giant's starting to take down the Migdol Stronghold. More Fire Giant streaming in here. Finally getting some damage down to the Son of Osiris. You can just garrison that one if he wants to, as he does do. Put it around the other side here. It's currently 128 population to 174. It's an absolute destruction here for GrandMonster as he's able to push through here. As the Fire Giants use their special on those villages and pick them off so fast. Such a crazy good special attack to use there. Another Mummy comes out in order to help pick these guys off here. And the catapult going after this town center, but GrandMonster on top of it, able to pick them off before they do anything too drastic there. So Osiris still taking some damage by that Ulf Jarl there. Check this out. GrandMonster still pumping villages here. Maybe the biggest Ragnarok you've ever seen. Probably not though. He has to go like, what is it, 120 civilian units? And now, I think all GrandMonster has to do is send the Rag through this way, pick off this, put up some more hill forts here, make sure he's controlling all the gold mines and such. And he should be in a decent position here. We are seeing the Axemen pushing out here, as we do see some throw-in Axemen though, to deal with the Axemen. Still would have preferred this to just be pure raiding cavalry, or like raiding cavalry, pure cavalry I say, at this point, to like go into the Ragnarok. And the Son of Osiris chilling in the back here, doing so much stuff, but this is just delaying the inevitable here. It's actually like his trades are really good at this point just because of the Son of Osiris in the back. But the villagers, not dumping them just yet. How's he going for resources? Still trying to bank up some resources. I think he doesn't care about losing these at this point. We do see some villagers trying to do a sneaky here. Moving over maybe onto this gold mine again. Maybe chucking up a side build here. This town center is half HP, so the villagers could snipe it. Throwing down some siege works here, actually. That's very, very smart. Son of Osiris, very out of position here. We will see the Jarl coming onto it, dealing some more damage here. That's some path blocking action happening here. The Axemen, get out of the way, my friend. 160 HP, 150 HP left on the Son of Osiris here. Cannot let him go too far forward. Always sitting back next to this Migdol is very important. See some walls coming up here for I Kill You Die. I like this play here. This may force out the Ragnarok. But at this point, I think this is... well, there's actually not that many armory upgrades here for GrandMonster at this point. But waiting this long, I'm not sure about it at this point. Should have probably just pushed the button at this point, but now we're giving I Kill You Die a little bit of breathing room here to target this down, and GrandMonster does not spot this. He finally sees some walls going up over here, but he's probably not going to see that one. And the catapult going to pop out and start taking down his town center. So we'll see if he can react to that or not. This GrandMonster is just trying to win without the Ragnarok at this point. But the defense is real right now by I Kill You Die. And one catapult into the siege works here. Bill just finishing this one off. He could even, he's throwing down some longhouse over here, so he still doesn't know about it, but trying to prevent this, but it's just a little bit too late on it, as the catapult are already here, ready to start attacking the town center. I don't think that I Kill You Die realizes that this town center is only at 160 HP here. He could have popped these out and basically have killed the town center already. Target the Son of Osiris with the Fire Giant. They do 15 hack damage. That's a lot. It's a lot of damage. A lot of hack damage. He does pick off the Fire Giant very, very fast, I guess. And now the catapult coming out. They do take down the town center. Villagers coming over here to try and take down the longhouse, but they need to just consider grabbing the town center for themselves. And now if we check out this, we've got 177 population jumping up to 371 population there. That's some craziness. It's going to be just going straight for the jugular here. It's really not that many units in the base here for I Kill You Die. His trade route is super vulnerable as well. So this town center is open to getting picked off. This town center has only got... He's got axemen that he can build, but there's just going to be so many rag heroes coming in here. Would have liked for him to just go straight for the trade route. Picks off the Son of Osiris as well. Very, very early there. The catapult gets picked off. Rag heroes coming over here to build this town center back up for himself, going onto this gold mine to pick these villagers off while this is all going on. The town center going to be torn down here. Some mercenary getting built out, or trying to build them out as fast as he possibly can. Should spam out the mercenary first and then go the mercenary cavalry. They build a bit faster. Are they 4 or 1 train time? 1 train time, 1 second to build them out, whereas the mercenary cavalry are 3 seconds to be built up. So you get them out a bit faster, or get the defense out a bit faster. Would have had more out, but doesn't matter. Town center goes down. Second town center also going down while this is going on. And the villagers that are on that gold mine getting chased down. There are some axemen already over here. There's really not that many rag heroes in this corner here. And GrandMonster sees that this is just a trade here for I Kill You Die. He's going to be coming onto this town center to take it down. There's a lot of villagers repairing it for the time being. So it's not quite going down as fast as you would like. But I mean, even if he loses this, it's still going to be sort of fine here. Jesus, this defense has been crazy good by I Kill You Die, not losing this town center either. And now he has to rebuild his economy. Oh, dearie me. Hopefully he's learned his lesson here, not to sacrifice all his rag heroes at this point. But nice try there. Kill the trade route. That's all you had to do here. This town center was doing nothing. Target this town center on the side and the trade route, and you're fine. You're fine and dandy. And for this one, you're sitting on the tower fire, sitting on all of these barracks here, and everything else. And we do have the Fire Giant follow-up to look forward to, though. There still is mummy that can be produced, and we do see I Kill You Die's already got them queued up as well. And somehow GrandMonster is still putting the pressure on here, sitting at 134 population. Both players very low on that, but GrandMonster does have his trade going, so he's totally fine in that regard, getting 63 gold a caravan. So his economy is not actually as shot as you would think here, because it was such a late rag. And he's getting that 4th town center back as well, making some dwarves, making some gatherers, but very short on food here at this point. For some reason, going after I just don't understand, like, why he's attacking here. Like, yes, he keeps the town center down, but I do not know. Fire Giant now in. The Fire Giant follow-up. He can get shut down very easily by a mummy here. But it's the the Axeman on auto cue mean the mummy's not going to pop out. And there we go. There's the mummy coming in. Going to snipe a fire giant and then retreat away. Nice play by I Kill You Die, able to defend against that one, putting the town center back up for himself here. And I mean, the villages will get rebuilt here. We're back in that 4-town center advantage here for GrandMonster. He needs to throw up some walls over here, make sure he doesn't get side built again, and keep that pressure on. Keep making those cavalry units. Until the towers get built, and then you have to make towers and throw an axeman and baluster basically. These mummy going to come in. They're going to actually pick off the Jarls very, very nicely here, but that does allow these fire giant to just destroy these axemen so fast as well. The villagers trying to build up the Migdol stronghold just got absolutely torched there. It was pretty crazy. I love seeing like the area of effect units doing their thing. So crazy good. We're just moving forward now for I Kill You Die. Maybe gonna try and what's he doing with it? What are you? Hello? An interesting decision. And he comes back. He's built up a siege works already. And moving forward here, and he doesn't need to mine gold anymore because he's got so much trade here. It's just he doesn't have the population now to push out because he's basically he's on like 3 town centers worth of villages and trade, but only with 2 town centers to use. Mummy's here going to pick off these fire giant nicely. Well played there to pick off those 2 with the special attack. Jarl's coming in to kill off villages here. Nice play. Keep I Kill You Die on the back foot. I like the walls here, but to prevent this town center from being sniped again. But gotta be smarter with it. Just wall down here and prevent this from happening. You can get there's just cabinets here for I Kill. Always gotta check your idle military. I always am dumbfounded when I see players not checking their idle military. It's such an important banner. And these guys just sitting here being idle. That's 6 population for the entire game here. And population matters when you're down 20. Now you're actually down an effective 26 because of those cabinets there. 26, 28, 30. Down 30 population because of idle archer ships. And a town center. Mummy killing off the Huskarl here. But it's looking like GrandMonster is in a decent position. We see I Kill going for this same build that he went for before. Because GrandMonster, while he has some units here, he didn't defend it. This wall does nothing. Ah! GrandMonster, my friend. This wall across here does so much more here. Quarter off the map. But he's pushing in. He's not paying attention to it. He's going to pick off the temple. That's going to do great things for him. And the mummies yet again coming in and pick off these fire giants. And Baluster coming out in order to help out. Picks off the tower here. Catapult going after the trade route. If he picks off this market, it's pretty important as well. GrandMonster stopping the villager production there a little bit as the dwarves, he has a lot of villagers here. Moving over here. He needs to make this a priority to pick this one off. Sees the siege works coming up now for him. And those villagers all getting picked off right now. This is 1250 HP and he needs to push through to stop these catapult, and he needs to do it sooner rather than later. The market just about to get picked off, but that's kind of a blessing in disguise. The market's terrible. He should have it over on this side of the map. There is just sort of a rubbish forest here, but should have it on this side of the map anyways. Now he's going to have so many idle caravans here. Does he have a market going up? He's throwing the market up back here, which is definitely a little bit worse. They're trying to get it up as fast as he can. Now Mercenary pushing out Mummy over here to take down the Jarl as well. And now the siege work's going to be coming up. And you can just repair this and build a tower. You can build catapult to take down this town center yet again. And there's very little that GrandMonster can do apart from setting villagers over there. If we check out his his gold, his resources. He is still very low on it. And I Kill You Die is able to push back, picking off another Frost Giant here. There's no towers here to help save these catapult from the mercenary cavalry. These Throwing Axemen do nothing here. And now the heavy chariot are coming out in order to deal with these Throwing Axemen. It's very, very key. The Huskar will help quite a bit, but we'll see here. More mummy still here for I Kill You Die with 21 HP, enough to come in and take this down. A wall coming up as I Kill You Die is pushing slowly but surely onto this town center. We do see that there are, what, six units getting coming over here onto these siege works, which even with these cabinets here, he can't defend against this. Oh, it's so sad. It's so sad. Now the mummy coming in to snipe this, but not quite fast enough as GrandMonster picks it off finally. And we do see more walls coming up closer to take down all of this location here as GrandMonster is crumbling under this pressure that I Kill You Die is putting him under. And meanwhile, the cabinet's going to be picking these guys off. And GrandMonster not paying attention to this at all. Oh, I Kill You Die. Did he control these? No, not controlling them. Still not aware that they exist. Feels bad. More catapults are out for I Kill You Die right now as he's taking down the town center. Fire giants are enough to slow this one down. One of the few units that deals a lot of ranged hack attack. So he can. It's kind of like having a Bellerophon-ish being as playing Norse. This fire giant being able to snipe catapults over walls. There's no civilization apart from Zeus that can really deal with this. So Norse does have that big advantage with the fire giant here in the late game. Hill Fort going up yet again for GrandMonster after he lost this one. Needs them to produce those Jarl, but I mean, this army here is just begging for cavalry to be produced, and we just haven't seen them produced. Again, I don't think we've got Levy here for GrandMonster. He's got he has a lot of longhouses, so it probably doesn't even matter. He should just be raiding cavalry. It just hurts my soul. As I Kill You Die's army is just so very, very strong right now. Another temple going up to build more mummies. We do finally see a side build here onto this location. Picking off the Pharaoh slows down the trade route quite considerably. I Kill You Die does have 1,400 gold, 1,500 gold in the bank, and this catapult here will be able to pick this off very, very fast. We do see some catapulter out here for I Kill You Die. He's got this wall queued up here as the catapult pop out. These Ulfsark will be able to come in and pick this off nice and fast though. Do we see the villagers moving forward? No villagers just yet for I Kill You Die as he's moving these catapults somewhere. The Ulfsark spot it just because, and they run through this stone gate, bringing them over here onto the cabinet here. Nice job by GrandMonster to spot that one. Still trying to shut down this ISIS here as he's pushing forward, finally making some raiders here. I love it. Raiders, yes. Make them. Do it. I think this upgrade here does some stuff as well. No archers and throwing axemen. Tell a lie. I mean, it's good against the chariot archer, so you should definitely get it. Now GrandMonster has finally made some indentation into this. I love to see him put some hill fort here and do the dwarven auger portable ram attack onto this town center while this is all going on. Just one Ulfsark or something down that side with a hill fort. And he's happy to just take it slow here, pushing through these axemen with all these fire giants. Needs to get some more mummies out. I Kill You Die. You just need one. Your micro with them is so good. The auto queue, too much though. And it's like he's short on wood here, it looks like. I Kill You Die really struggling for wood here. He's actually out of wood everywhere. Now he's got wood still over here, so no problems there. Just short on villagers. Maybe reproducing them as this is going on. Now the mummy's back out. Picking off those fire giants, slowing GrandMonster down yet again. trade route is so bad. You could put the trade route here, away from the action. Another hill fort going down. This GrandMonster's still trying to push in with this. Getting longhouses here would be key, because then he could spam out the Ulfsark to build some towers out. But he's not paying attention to it as his Ulfsark going after the camel caravans. There we go. He's finally decided to build this one. The Pharaoh coming back over here to take this down. The Ulfsarks will be able to pick this off if he notices it, but he'll have to check it out when he gets there. Does 21 damage versus the Ulfsark's 13.5, so I think the Pharaoh would win the fight. But with 2 Ulfsark, he would lose it, so... Got to pick that one off, slow down that that trade. And GrandMonster just... I don't know what's going on here. He's just not able to produce units. His food income is so slow, woefully slow, because he doesn't... I guess he doesn't have winter harvest. That's a big one. And how many farms does he have? You need to have like, I reckon you need to have like close to 40 villagers on food. You don't need that many villagers on wood. You got you put like 15 villagers on wood, 40 villagers on food, 20 camel caravans, and you're good to go in the late game. Maybe you're not even that many, but you're on 4 town centers. So maybe you can have a little bit more on everything. Probably about that many actually. It should be fine. Now we're seeing some spearmen coming out to deal with the raiders. This is what you want. You want the mixed army here, so then you can keep making those units as well. The longhouse is up now for GrandMonster, but he's not producing anything from it, and the catapult will pick off these other ones very, very fast. Fire giant getting surrounded by these Egyptian infantry units that do very little damage. Will be enough to pick it off though. Now the catapult's still pumping out over here. Some dwarves coming in to take this location down. Not a bad idea to just let these guys die. I do see a villager coming in now to throw this wall back up and keep this catapult pressure on. You just have to send a fire giant over here though to deal with this. Force the mummies to be split up. All of that good stuff would be a good idea. And GrandMonster still throwing up longhouses in this corner here. He wants it, but it's just, it's a slow process. It really is. The Ulfsark here coming in. The Axeman doing so much damage. Able to pick off those Ulfsarks so easily. And the Dwarves chasing this over here. Nice micro, pulling the Axeman closer to the cabinets to pick off these Dwarves. That single villager coming back in here. 2 HP. Gonna throw up this wall yet again. Will GrandMonster notice it or not is the question. GrandMonster still pushing in here into this location. These longhouses have gotten up, which gives him an option here. Going to be sending his entire army over here. Realizes how important this corner is for I Kill You Die to stop that trade. It'd be huge if you can get some towers in here. He does have watchtowers. Still no signal flares. Could be important. With only 1 catapult here, it's going to be a slow process to take these buildings down. We do see a portable ram finally coming in on this side. He doesn't have any of those upgrades though for it. No engineers, no dwarven auger. So it's going to be a little bit of a slow boy. And GrandMonster is in this spot now. Not building any units out of this. Should be making something. Still, some reason he just does no economy here. Build some more villages if you've got no economy. What you want to do is you want to find that point in which your economy is starting to get bigger. Once you have more resources than you can spend, then you can adjust. But at this point, it's like GrandMonster is not at that point at all. And he's gotten pushed back by mercenary and infantry here. More longhouses getting popped up here. And the portal ram has popped out. Finally has engineers. We see Dwarven Augur or a side build. We just see a longhouse over here. As GrandMonster is pushing in with Ballaster on multiple fronts here. Wall's trying to come back up as well. Let's just send a villager over here, but it's looking like it's going to be a slow process. Such a wild stalemate here. This GrandMonster's not able to do anything just because his economy is so shot. Most of this is also this trade route here. How many ox caravans? He's got 29 plus 5 plus 7 9 37 trade caravans. So it's so inefficient with only getting 61 31. These ox caravans only getting 31. He needs to delete this marker. That's the big problem here. The vast, like 30 of his ox caravans are only getting half the gold that they should be getting. That's the big problem. And now the siege of GrandMonster is finally starting to make some indents here. He's kind of like everywhere on the map here, still trying to make this work. Villager over here will get sniped by the Ulfsark. Trying to. Or Ulfsark popping out over here to pick this one off. And he will be able to take this catapult down. Citadel walls coming in for I Kill You Die. He's just got so many resources. So very happy with his situation here. Raiding cavalry coming around to pick off the axemen as well. I like it, but they should be champion. It's 41 minutes into the game. Down center going down. Gets picked off by the catapult, but the catapult dealt with by the Great Jarl. Now we see the portable ram coming in here to take down the Migdol stronghold with the help of the Baluster tower. Sorry, Baluster, not tower. What am I talking about? Repair your town center. That would be helpful. We do see that the pharaoh gets picked off yet again, which is going to slow down the gold income. But I Kill You Die with 2,700 gold here. He should make a Titan. That would be helpful. Titan would be a good idea. Not sure if he could get it up or not, but he should get one. So I'm not sure GrandMonster would be able to stop it from taking down a town center, and then that would change the game quite a bit. This is so silly. Almost got the hill fort up though. Axeman's still pumping up over here. And now we see the siege that picked off the hill fort gets taken down by those mercenary. Still making more portable rams here. Still no dwarven auger. Makes me sad to see it. What does it cost? It only costs gold, right? I would have thought he would have had gold, but I guess because he's oh, there's the champion cavalry coming in. Because his trade route's so bad. Fix your trade route. I mean, at least he made the effort to make the market, I guess. Pharaoh popping out in order to pick off the fire giant here. He's still just trying to push through on this location. If he sends the he could send the rams over to take down the market. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Get the speedy siege upgrade and then send those rams over and try and take this down, because with only axemen being produced, they don't take the portable rams down fast at all. It's far enough away from the town center. Or alternatively, just send the fire giant over there to take down the market. There's only one market there. It's a big risk by I Kill You Die by not putting multiple markets over here. But even if he does take down the market, he still has to get through 2,000 gold. And the town center got picked off. No! GrandMonster, what have you done? How have you let this happen? We got Baluster Tower here now for I Kill You Die. Deary me. Oh, Longhouse is getting picked off. Baluster Tower sniping villages that are moving forward onto the Migdol strongholds. Oh. The game is out. He's losing his grips on the game. We do see finally the portable ram going after the market there. Does almost half HP there. If he sent 2 or 3 more, he would have been able to take it down. Question is here, can I Kill You Die push forward enough with buildings? I think the answer is going to be yes. Take down the hill fort, send the villagers forward, pick off the baluster with the villagers. Wouldn't be a bad idea. The catapult does not get picked off there. The axeman survives the Ulfsark. Citadel walls everywhere here for I Kill You Die. GrandMonster is looking like he's lost his grips on this game here. I think it's just because of this trade route mostly. He's got idle units here as well that he's not utilizing. Hill fort's up. Gonna move forward and start building more towers here, more Migdols. I said hill fort there, I've lost my brain. Cavalry coming out. These I don't think have got any upgrades though. They build fast and they pick off the baluster, so that's good. Yeah, they're coming out with no upgrades. We see him immediately getting draft horses here for his siege. He's going to move forward with these cavalry and try and take down the baluster here. And I Kill You Die just trying to survive over on this side of the map while he's pushing forward with these things. The cavalry come forward, going to try and take down the baluster. It does stop the hill fort from going up. It's the baluster trying to take down these cavalry who slowly but surely pick them off. Another hill fort another Migdol stronghold coming up, catapult coming up as well to take down these longhouses. Some infantry coming in for GrandMonster right now. But is it too little too late here? And GrandMonster now getting some resources and may actually change some stuff here. All longhouses up. And we do see some portable rams here. Still no Dwarven Augur. There it is. It's coming in. Finally coming in. These portable rams going to be relatively useful. Baluster going after the Migdol stronghold. GrandMonster may be able to take this location back. He's still up. He's still up 20 population, and I Kill You Die still hasn't deleted his 5 cabinet here. So there's still 10 population, so it's still up 30 population. So he's still got chances here. He's still trying to push through on this. It's just being defended by mercenary, plus a couple of axemen. We do see the longhouses are getting up though for GrandMonster. He's finally starting to get these ones up, but he just needs to kill the market. Even if he just took these Ulfsark, these 4 Ulfsark that were here, and hit this market and get it even lower HP. And he can build some axemen into here. We do see the pushes coming over here now, dragging these mercenary over here. And the town center's going up for I Kill You Die. It's gonna... Oh no. GrandMonster, what have you done? What have you done? The axemen are here. The portable ram coming in now. Gonna slow it down a little bit. No raiding cavalry coming out here. You need to make raiding cavalry against axemen. This is the counter. Ulfsark do not counter axemen at all. He stops the town center for now, but... That's a thing. Question is, will the market get pulled down here? I Kill You Die still has 1,500 gold in the bank, so even if he picks off the market, it's still a lot to deal with. Ah! And this has been dealt with yet again. Some camel caravans getting picked off here. That's going to be nice. Picking those off. Now I Kill You Die can start spamming mercenary from this town center. And the GrandMonster going to be turning his attention over here to take this down again. Making some portable rams here, pushing forward. Fire giant in the back. There's not a lot of units here, so he may be able to quickly transfer his attention here, take this down, and then get the situation under control here. The portable ram just dies so fast. You need like 3 or 4 of them to take down the town center against Egyptian. And you need to build some towers here as well to deal with the extra mercenary popping out. But luckily he's got no units over here as he's trying to clean this up. This is a nice distraction that GrandMonster's done in order to take this back down again. So nice play to immediately take the town center back down that I Kill You Die has worked so hard to get up for himself. We'll see I Kill You Die immediately drop back down in that population as those units get picked off. A nice play by GrandMonster. I Kill You Die should have probably just, I don't know, deleted these axemen. Come over here. Pharaoh over here to empower the town center, repair it up, keep it up while the mercenary gets spammed out. GrandMonster able to take down the Migdol stronghold here. And now the portable ram able to take down the Migdol stronghold, and there's nothing over here to stop him from pushing through here. And these axemen, they take so long to kill longhouses. 8 damage. They're basically like unupgraded hoplite taking down a architect longhouse. They take forever to do them. These aren't Zeus hoplites, so very, 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 very slow process here. Portable rams taking down the citadel wall there, moving in. He's going to clean this up, and this is absolutely gigantic for GrandMonster here. We'll see if he learns his lesson and puts a wall up over here. Finally, there's Kebner doing something here for I Kill You Die, who, I don't know, he's just... He would have had his screen on them to build these towers. I just cannot understand why they're still alive. It hurts my brain. You see him moving down here, throwing down some siege works down this corner as well, trying to maintain that hold there. I Kill You Die is struggling right now to maintain any pressure that he had, losing all of those buildings to the Dwarven Augur portable rams. In fact, it's almost as if taking this town center and allowing GrandMonster to catch back up on the tech that he couldn't afford has allowed GrandMonster to take this game to a different level, take his position in this game to a different level. And yet again, we see this situation, not for the first time, but for the second time. A whole bunch of axemen targeting one fire giant. It's just so funny to watch. And GrandMonster gets his town center back down, or back up, I should say. And now the portable rams. We'll see what he decides to do. Will he change his mentality in this game? Where is he going to attack? He's been wanting to hit this location the entirety of this game, but he had a lot of success with attacking over this side of the map. So maybe come over here and attack this side of the map and you'd be okay here. Taking down this dock could be not the most amount of damage you could do to him, but it will slow down a couple of fishing ships a little bit here. You see some more walls coming off I Kill You Die. Being nice and slow with this, he'll be able to create another little point here to target this town center. Mummy coming in to try and pick off more fire giants, things like that. And GrandMonster has to worry about this location now. His catapult trying to push forward. I'd love to see these walls getting thrown up here as well. Like he had to try and take down the town center like he had before, but not going for it just yet. Still pushing through this location. There are 3 portable rams here. So if they come onto this town center, which is already 3/4 HP, he may be able to take it down. We do see some mercenary getting built here. And he's going to start moving forward and attempt to push through here as the portable rams looking to take this down. The mercenary already built. We'll see if he can do so. He's going to go for the temple first to give himself a pathway through here. Killing this temple off will stop any mummies from coming in. Question is, will he lose this town center beforehand? He will not. These units taking these down. He needs to devote something over here to repair this town center, though. It's very low HP. Now, the Elf Sark onto the town center, the portable rams onto the town center. There's already a bunch of mercenary out here, but these rams do so much damage, plus the fire giant in the back here. They do so much damage to this town center. The Pharaoh here going to be able to pick off that fire giant, but it will not be fast enough. The town center will fall, and GrandMonster takes that one down. Nice play there for GrandMonster. Able to take that down, putting Achilles down to 1 town center. Now he can put his efforts down over onto this market, which has been stopped here. But how much population, how much gold does he have? Achilles got 1,000 gold here. So he's got that to utilize there. The mummy takes down this fire giant here. And we do see the gate gets picked off. And now villagers moving over here to put that town center back up. And here we go. We'll this town center goes down. No! You hate to see it. I kill you die. Just a madman here. Throwing up this siege works again. Not going to be able to get the town center back this time, but he does give him enough time to get his own town center back here. And now we see the fire giant moving in here. So many camel caravans bumping into each other right now. What's he doing with the fire giant? Going after some of those camel caravans yet again. Town center's going down. Oh dearie me. And I think we have seen that market has finally been fixed up for GrandMonster. He might have done that ages ago. So he's able to actually have an economy now. Doc's getting picked off. Catapult coming out. He needs to pick off the catapult. Otherwise the town center gets slowed down even more. And the siege works will get picked off. The catapult does not get its rock picked off there. And we see the 4 portable rams here. Ram raiding. Deathmatch style for GrandMonster. Love it. I love seeing the ram raids. He's got 6 portable rams here. Where is he going to go? I'd love to just see him go for this town center again. It slows down Achilles' economy so much here. As he gets this town center back up for himself. He's also got 2 portable rams over here that he can move in. So how many is that? 6, 7, 8 portable rams now making their way through. This wall is going to go down so very, very fast as we see him pushing forward here. Look at that. That's what you want to see. Completely booms that one there. And Achilles is trying to build villages right now. So he can't make, because he's lost so many of them, he can't actually make anything. The villagers do come over here, going to be trying to pick off these portable rams that are pushing their way through here. But I'm not even sure if they can slow this this onslaught down as these rams come in. See if they can take them down. They move pretty fast here, 3.89 speed, and he's onto the town center. Mercenary do start getting spammed out. We'll see how much damage they can do here. The villagers trying to snipe them, but more portable rams will be coming in from behind as well. And the town center looks like it's going to go down. This is very, very smart play here from GrandMonster. All the portable rams will get picked off, but the town center is going to fall yet again. The perfect amount of portable rams there, it seems, able to take that one down. And now GrandMonster needs to follow this up with some more portable rams, take the walls down, follow it up with some Ulfsark to come in and keep this town center down. He's also just going to come after the market here. He's got a portable ram now to just take the market down. And this is going to be huge. No market means no trade, means no gold. And Achilles is finally at a low amount of gold here, as GrandMonster has been able to squeeze Achilles out here. The town center does go up, and now the portable rams are going to be making their way into the hometown center. There is 7 rams here, and you can tell GrandMonster's played a little bit of deathmatch in his day, and he's finally gotten to the point where he can just go, look, I got this late game Norse down here, and you just ram raid everywhere to finish off the opponent here. You can see he's moving into this hometown center. Only 4 villages here, not enough to slow this down. We do see some siege works getting targeted here to make the pathway clear, and then he's going to be targeting down this hometown center. The market's trying to get built back up right now. He can't afford to make mercenary now because he's on 100 gold here. Town center does get picked off very, very fast at this point. The Ulfsark in here to snipe the Pharaoh as well. Villagers coming over to try and pick off these portable rams. They do have a fair amount of HP at 258 HP, and now we can move over and take down this town center as well. Then the Axemen are coming over here. Tried to build walls back over here, but the portable ram, what are they doing over here? looking for something to kill, obviously. And now I Kill You Die sitting at 1 town center, GrandMonster at 4 town centers, and he's able to stop the trade route, stop the gold economy coming in, and I Kill You Die taps out. GG, what a game there by GrandMonster and I Kill You Die. Back and forth the entirety of that game. The fast heroic from GrandMonster able to take this water for himself. The fishing ship shenanigans over here, able to build the docks back up, throwing docks back over here so I Kill You Die could kill the fish economy, so the rag attack would not be that potent. GrandMonster going for a late game rag, delaying that rag, picking off town centers, but then throwing it all away, having to transition to the fire giant follow-up to get the economy back going in, and then that slog fest, 4 town centers to 2 town centers, and then I Kill You Die with the crazy side build, able to get the town center back at some point, but GrandMonster able to distract enough with some longhouses over here. The Axemen not good enough to stop them down, able to pick off the town center again and get it back for himself, and then finishing the game off with those ram raids. What a crazy game here. The craziest of games. Civ unit high 123 to 107 for I Kill You Die. Nothing too crazy there. Military count over 1,000 here for GrandMonster. 1,052 units killed for I Kill You Die. 961 for GrandMonster here. Resource total here. GrandMonster with so many, 208,000 resources gathered here in this game. What an insane series. GrandMonster takes it 2-1. GG. Well played. If you enjoyed these games, please consider hitting that follow button on the Twitch. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. I will see you guys in the next game. Thank you all for watching.